right, hello wine drinking people. Time for more of what I've had to drink yesterday, and we're always happy to see our friends from Noble Wine Estates, the Jackson portfolio of wines. These guys just go from strength to strength, and when you think $10 Pinot Grigio from Friuli, is it going to be any good? Well, this is an estate bottled wine. This is the Jackson family. It's all from Grave, and this region is very rich in calcium and marl in the soil, sandstone, and a little clay. Very diverse soils here, but great for Pinot Grigio, a grape that can be difficult to grow, and especially a lower level wine like this. This wine, it's got a beautiful nose, and it's got a screw cap. One of the things we've been trying to beg people to do with inexpensive wines. You get less oxidization, which means more fruit, which this wine's got a lot of nice fruit in it, melon, lemon, citrus, some fresh straw and white flowers on the nose. Very pleasant. A nice core of fruit here in the mid-palate, and that stone-like mineral notes through the finish. Even good on the second day. When you get $10 wines, you can say that about. Wow. Jackson Estate Sauvignon Blanc, Jackson Stitch. This is a combination or a collaboration between the Jackson family from California and the Stitch family from Marlborough. Your typical Marlborough Sauvignon Blanc, that fresh cut grass, the green pepper corns, papaya, tropical fruit, lime zest, kind of fresh fruit cocktail on the tongue with that green pepper and that herbaceousness showing, a good amount of that savory pink grapefruit citrus on the finish. Just leaves your tongue salivating for food for 1950. Very good juice. Tenuta d'Arceno. This is the Jackson family's property in Tuscany, the Chianti Reserve of 2011, mostly Sangiovese, 90%, the remainder Merlot and Cabernet Sauvignon. It's a classic Chianti nose here, that herbs, the sage, the fresh porcini, wild musk strawberry fruit, very rich and forward bouquet, lots of juicy fruit on the tongue, the plum and strawberry fruit, smooth tannins, really nice freshness here, very forward and drinkable vintage, a good amount of fruit, and very drinkable on the second day also. This is a really good wine for $25.50. And then the Yangarra Grenache from McLaren Vale. This Grenache here is from 68-year-old bush vines, call it 70, and Peter Franzier is still the winemaker here. And wow, this is a great property. Talk about value here for $25. These wines, incredibly complex, jammy, black raspberry, coulis-like fruit, licorice, black tea, pretty floral notes, really intense nose. On the palate, really zesty blackberry fruit. Even though it's got big and jammy qualities to it, still nice freshness and balance here, that licorice and sweet herbs through the finish. This wine needs a bit of time. The 2011 GSM, well, 2011 was a little lighter vintage, a little difficult, and this wine's got some nice sun-dried fruit characters, plum, cherries, blueberry pie, some pretty floral notes, that black licorice and bitter cocoa, very smooth and easy drinking. This wine's got fine tannins, a short but pleasant finish. I'd recommend you drink this up over the next couple years, but very good. And then the Shiraz, that's what we go to Australian for, mate. 2012, blackberry and black raspberry fruit, violet floral notes, espresso, bitter cocoa, a slight briny note, something you get from McLaren Vale, like saltwater taffy on the nose here. Really nice zesty blackberry fruit on the tongue, good richness, a host of that dark spice, that dark chocolate taffy, and that distinct earthy character of McLaren Vale. Excellent juice at $25.50. That's what we had to drink with our friends from Jackson Estate. I'm your host, Andrew Lampasoni, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying remember, always drink the good stuff first.